Yep, there was that. Yeah, you got the warning from Clara 247 that there's a very big bounty on your heads. You know the corpse fleet. That was your big bit of information. The corpse fleet apparently is also looking for, uh, or at least we're here, and it looks like they had taken some information about where the cultists had left to, and might be potentially interested in whatever the cult is doing. Um, and aside from that, you really hadn't gathered too much more. You learned a bit more about the cult itself, what their philosophy and their
By those
motivations were.
modules.
Yeah, the three modules. Yep. So they're a bunch of nutbags, and you really, any decent individual probably doesn't want to let them get a hold of the stellar degenerator. So you have a couple options. You can, if you want to head back to Absalom Station, that is always an option. With the driftstone there, drifting back to Absalom Station is always a fast endeavor. Although it may take it'll take you a little while to come back out if you need to come back out this way. And then you could talk to Chiskisk in person. You could always use the drift net and compose a message, another message, because you'd sent him one already, and report to him what you found and whatnot. Um, or if you guys want to, there's a whole universe here of the Pact worlds, a whole galaxy, not a galaxy. Yeah, there is a galaxy really. There's it's infinite, and I can make up lots of stuff. And I got books here to help me make up stuff.
You wouldn't make up stuff. This would all be part of the plan, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's all planned out. I've accounted for every potential planet you could ever go to.
um,
Roll the dice.
roll the dice. I think we should probably go back to Absalom and check in with Chiskis and upgrade our ship and be ready to go out again.
If there is somebody looking for us, if there is a bounty on our head and there is somebody looking for us, don't you think Absalom is probably like the most likely place they're going to be waiting for us?
Yeah, we're on the way.
Are you worried?
Maybe.
Cypher is pretty in tune with the bounty hunter community, and he is well aware of the viciousness that they can bring to bear.
This is true. If we are going to send a message, then we would be waiting for a reply because we don't have anywhere else to venture at this moment.
I thought we had to go stop those guys from getting the whatchamabobber.
But we don't know where they are.
Yeah, the modules that were left behind, it looked like the corpse fleet who got here before you intentionally scrubbed the location data, so that anyone who came behind them could not
Did
follow.
we even try to recover that data?
No one did try, but you could try, if you want to give me a computer check.
I'll help.
All right. I need to pop out my character sheet here.
All right, you should take some time back on the Raza and hook the modules into your own systems there. And oh wow, yeah, you credit. So you're able to with your expert skill, the both of you for that matter, determine that the individual who scrubbed this data was a slicer of the highest degree.
So you credit, which means you're absolutely positive that you haven't got a chance in hell of recovering the data.
Yeah, there is this has been triple deke. It's been wiped and wiped and wiped and wiped, and someone took a localized magnet to the location of the data within the message itself, and there is no way for you to recover that particular piece of data.
So you're saying there's no chance?
Secondary systems?
Yep, I'm saying there's no chance.
Did you check the routers on the way out? Usually they have a history of cache, the data.
You're on.
Yeah, did I check his internet history?
It's all right there in the browser. They always forget the history.
They always forget the internet history.
So right there, like you have to scroll through the garbage. There's like Eox girls are us, and some other stuff.
Yes, girls are.
And yeah, these devourers had pretty nasty taste. I won't even go into the rest
You
of what
do
they were
not
looking.
want to check out that website.
As a matter of fact, you're so
Some things
motivated
you
by the
just
awful.
can't unsee.
So you see Cypher over there. He's like deleting, deleting, deleting. He's like, I'm trying to get it off my system now.
He keeps getting pop-ups as he's deleting them.
The malware creeps out and visibly like comes out of the drives and start creeping towards you.
All right, so I still vote we go to Absalom.
That's fine.
We can sneak in under the
I
guise
just
of a
suggest
different
if we
ship.
go to Absalom, we keep a low profile.
I'm good with that. If we want to sneak and try and be low profile-y.
Sneak in under the guise of a different ship.
Okay.
Wasn't Wesley working on some sort of device?
Yep, Wesley's got some interesting ideas. He has not finished putting them together yet, though. But you think he's close. The next time you visit a port and have some time to upgrade your ship, his new concoction will be ready to go.
It's a work in progress.
All right. All in favor of Absalom? Are there any other like starship bases we could go to instead?
To be honest, there's thousands. Within the pack world, there's maybe I mean there's all the planets and whatnot, and there a lot of cities with starports and whatnot.
So what would be like the nearest starport that we could go to that we could then maybe send a message from?
Let me
Is it
pull up a map real quick, and then I can tell you that. So you're in the diaspora right now. So as far as the things in the closest orbit, you really have there's really 4 options for you. Okay, and we'll have to do a little imaginary math here. The From outside of the diaspora, if you want to go to a location outside of the asteroid belt, there's always the Idari, which is the large ship of the Kasatha that orbits. The ship is basically the size of a planet. It looks like a huge, 1940 style sci-fi type craft that's flying in its own orbit around the sun. Which has their entire civilization, their living quarters is built inside the ship, kind of like a Halo-like interior that runs along the exterior of the ship. On the other side, so that's sunward from the diaspora. A little bit farther sunward, but still close enough in its orbit right now, is the planet Verces. Flip it to the right page here. Which is actually a very somewhat Earth-like planet.
You know what? Maybe we can just go back to Absalom and talk to that, or get a moment with that giant crystal thing again.
You could try that.
That information thing.
I don't know if there's another world around here.
On vast side from the diaspora, just so you have all your options, the closest planet orbiting outside of the diaspora is Eox itself. And then beyond that, in a slightly farther out order, which would take you a little while to get to, is Triaxis, which is a heavily mechanized planet.
All right, let's head back to Absalom, unless anyone else disagrees, and we'll see Chiscus in person, and we'll see if we can get another audience with that crystal thing, storage device.
Oh, actually,
determine
just for the record, Triaxis is not the mechanized planet. I was thinking of the wrong one.
Oh.
But okay.
Do you think we should pick up some disguises or anything? I mean, if this person's looking for us, like Cypher says, there's a lot of eyes on Absalom.
So while he says that, I'm gonna activate the hollow skin that I have,
Okay.
and change myself to look more like a Lashunta.
Okay.
and say, "You mean like this?"
Yeah, I spin around. I have like a mop and a black marker that I was getting ready to like use. I look at it, and I look at you, and I'm like, yeah, exactly like that. And I just toss that stuff over my shoulder. How'd you do that?
Deactivate and I kind of show them like, what do you think the chances are that you can recreate something like this for everyone?
Oh, I don't know. Some time and whatever Mike says it costs.
Well, a hollow skin, you know the price of a hollow skin, so
Yeah, and UPBs. I don't know how much we have, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Holoskin was 500 is what it costs.
Where are the UPBs on this stupid thing?
I'm not sure. You guys are keeping track of that, so
It's on under your equipment.
I have 220 UPBs, or I have 7,199 credits. So I could buy one.
It's 100.
You said they were $500.
Somewhere and
Can I make some engineering checks and lower that cost for me and a couple other people?
yeah.
Allie also has a point. We can try and stop somewhere to buy them.
There you go. 22.
22. You can. You can't. Hold on.
how many of us need
Can I do something cool like miniaturize it into like a little button? Beep.
Not with a 22, but let me do a check here. I'll tell you what. You can take 5% off the cost with a 22, and as always, you cut the production time in half. So
Okay.
So they only
So
cost
they were.
75
How much do they cost?
or 75.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I don't know unless we have any in our
so we could stop
Group
somewhere along the way.
loot
maybe?
because I didn't check our group loot.
and I have a hollow skin. Is that what it's called?
hmm
I gotta look it up. What page is that on? Equipment.
I mean, I got plenty of credits. I have no UPBs, but I have plenty of credits to buy one. If we want to stop on some outer rim planet, just purchase them.
Yeah, the writer sneak in with his already wearing one and
And haggle.
yeah, if you get
All right.
several.
Mike, how long would it take to get to the nearest planet or base where we would be able to purchase these?
Inconspicuously.
Inconspicuously. Well, you're in the diaspora, and that happens to be the perfect place to do things Yep. That word which I cannot say.
Conspicuously.
Yes, actually, not too far from where you are in the diaspora. You actually pick up on your navigation map. There's an orbital facility called Zorbis.
We have a navigation map.
We can sell off some stuff and buy some.
Yeah, you got this peculiar navigation system with a mind of her own.
These guys are shipped too.
No.
So they do see our ship and what.
So yeah, you think it's just outside of Free Captain territory. It's like the last outpost before minor outpost before you get that close to their area, and it's generally regarded by the Free Captains and others as kind of a neutral territory. So it's known for being a somewhat safe place. But more important than that, it looks like the kind of place that you think you can keep a low profile.
Let's do it.
But if we can't disguise our ship, what's good is this?
Buoy.
Then they're gonna see us coming and be like, "Oh look, who's here?"
Oh, come on. It's like, how many ports did the Raza visit before anyone would find them?
Yeah, but there was a plot hole.
Or that fast.
Uh,
Our ship ships to
That,
Ros.
that was a plot hole in the middle of like 50 plot holes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's the worst?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the show, but you could die falling in all the plot holes.
All right, Switch is our pilot, or Cypher, you're our pilot while Switch is gone.
This is true.
Yep.
All right, let's set a course for the Zorbit orbital facility.
Yeah, that got
Yeah, he beat me to it.
Engage.
Orbital.
So you take off and you leave asteroid K9204 before, and Cypher starts working on the navigations for the drift jump to the Zorbis orbital station. As you're working through the computations,
We have long-range sensors for this kind of thing.
you do, and as you're starting to move through space, they pick up something just ahead of you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why do we always get in fights in asteroid fields?
Why do all the asteroids look the same too? Because Mike didn't feel like going to look for another one.
Rotate it. Come on.
Rotate and mirror is your friend.
Yeah.
Rotate, mirror, and flip.
All right, I'll flip a few for you guys. There we go. There we go. I'm flipping. Hey, I got a vertical flip. Let's get fancy.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
no. Shadow's on the wrong side. No.
Yeah, shadows are all wrong. I just saw that too. So,
Yep.
well, that completely breaks our submersion
Our immersion.
or immersion.
Submersion.
Yeah, submersion.
immersion.
Dive! Our imagination's not working. There, we'll rotate a couple. Well, the shadows are down, so I can't just rotate them.
Damn.
Damn. I need to find better asteroids. All right. Note to
All right.
self: find better asteroids.
The long-range sensors.
Yeah, long-range sensors are picking up something, but you do a quick sweep and you don't actually see anything out there. It was like for just a second, something set off the ship, and other than the asteroids, it sensed irregular movement patterns out there.
It's almost like somebody has a cloaking device.
Cloaking devices break mods. We shouldn't allow that. Noel, are you able to boost the power to the sensors, get a better read?
I'll try.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
All right, yeah, give me a computer's check to see if you can amplify your scanners there, your sensors.
Oh, that's a good check.
Holy crap.
Wow.
He's like, damn.
19 on the die. Yeah, that's a rocking good check. All right, so
She's like, yes, it's right there.
all right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop these in. You pick up two ships moving towards you rapidly through the asteroid belt.
The cloaking devices don't break mods.
One of them way over here, and then
Noel breaks mine.
one of here
Good God.
in relative north of you.
Your checks, seriously, are like...
Oh, I gotta open up character sheets. There.
Do we recognize the ship models?
Give me a. I'll say yes. We're not even gonna re-roll that.
Before you roll another 19, I'll just say yes.
As a matter of fact, yes, these are Death Head Necrogliders.
Ooh.
So this would
They
be
sound friendly.
this is the same people that killed the asteroid we were just coming from, like killed the people.
Yep, yeah, these are definitely Corpse Fleet ships. As a matter of fact, this is not the first time you've seen these before. They are tiny fighters made to resemble bone sarcophagi. Necrogliders are each just large enough for one undead pilot. These notorious pilots jack their brains directly into the ship's sensors and controls, allowing them to recline in eerie repose as they direct the ships by thought alone. The first time you saw one, it was being piloted by one Clara 247 when she attacked you when you were on your way to the Drift Rock.
That's right.
So you have definitely faced one of these ships before in combat.
Oh,
We're on the regular Raza, right? Not the Raza tier 6.
right.
Correct.
Okay. And should the shields be back to 30?
Mm,
Yeah, they regenerate.
yes, they should be full.
Good job, Bill. Really.
Yep.
Good catch. All right. Open hailing frequencies.
No.
A raspy voice. Hello, Starfinders. We knew you'd eventually catch up with us this far, and we've come with a little surprise for you.
I like surprises.
Is it my birthday?
Is it your birthday?
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, although this is not going to be very pleasant for you.
Oh,
Will be your death day.
birthday.
Is it your birthday?
I'm sorry this has to happen this way.
I'll give you the same warning I gave the last person that tried to cross us. Power down your ships and surrender, and we might spare your lives.
We've got you outgunned and outmaneuvered. You won't get out of this one lightly.
That's what she said.
That's what the last person that attacked us said.
All right. Well, prepare to face Star Crusher weaponry.
Hot damn! And I hit the button and just blast off towards him.
All right.
This is
Keep
what
your
it feels
hands
like
off
to
the
be the.
controls there.
This is what it feels like to be the pilot.
I want to be the pilot.
Keep your hands off the controls there, kid.
Yeah.
All right, you go rocketing through space. All right, first things first. We need the engineers. Although it sounds like we know what your engineer was doing just there. He was taking action to rocket you forward in space. So I'll give you 6 spaces of movement there as we start the combat initiative.
Do we want to? Yeah, we probably want to go for the guy.
Remember, we have long range weapon.
Kind of makes me think we should hide over here or something. Give ourselves some cover.
Yeah.
And
Blast them from afar.
Try to take care of one, so we don't fight them both at the same time.
Yeah, Bill's
Two.
moving.
3, 4.
Yeah, just so you guys are aware. So the way like the asteroid fields, like that fills up a whole hex. So one of those asteroids actually represents like a whole plethora of asteroids, and that is complete blocking. So there's not like a cover there, like nothing. You can't shoot through that. Like your blast can't negotiate the asteroid field there. You know, you can't fly a missile through it, kind of thing. So you can use those as absolute cover to protect yourself, or for whatever purpose you come up with.
Okay, that's my 6.
All right. All right. And that was given to you by Wesley's free burst of. So let's go ahead and all right. We're in the helm rounds now. So I'm going to go ahead and do some rolls for the 2 ships there. And Bill, you go ahead and give me your helm check for the Raza.
That's piloting, right?
Yep, piloting.
Oh. Awesome time for a 3.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yep. Yeah, they both have the drop on you here going into this this dogfight. So you move first, and then I will move.
Okay. Let's see.
So can we move on this map in the Z-axis and just kind of fly out of our screens?
I wish we haven't built the rules for that yet.
That'd be like running away from a fight in D&D.
Mhm.
I need the Raza ship thing. Character sheet.
So
Well,
your speed is 12,
and
because
then because of my piloting,
yep, it's a 13.
13.
Yep.
1, 2, 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which pilot's in the pilot seat. I think you and Matt both took that feat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. And your facing's good?
Facing that way.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. All right. They have a speed of 12 with perfect maneuverability.
Hey, Mike, when we performed that scan early on her roll, did that count as like telling us about their ships?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to give you that info. So when I read to you what it was, I meant to give you the stats for it too. All right. Pulling it up here. Death's Head Necroglider. So speed 12, perfect maneuverability. Base AC is 16. Base TL is 16. Hull points 30. So your crit threshold is 6. Basic shields 10, usually with the standard array. They're armed with the gyro laser that is facing forward that does 1d8 damage and a light EMP cannon. Micron heavy engine that with 70 PCU. No drift engine on this type of craft. Basic computers, pretty budget sensors, but good armor, Mark III armor, and Mark III defenses.
How far? What's the range on their weapons?
All right, the gyro laser is a short range weapon, so that's only 6 actually. 5.
So
That's 5. It's 5,
let's
10,
keep our
20.
distance from them if we can, and just shoot them from afar.
But it had another weapon. What was the other?
Yeah, you definitely have a range advantage against these guys. They've got to get in close to hit you. The EMP cannon is also a short range weapon as well, so they've got to get close to you to hit you.
Okay. Then stay away again.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Shields
5,
up, blasters out.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they're coming down towards you. And okay. All right, so the helm piloting phase is complete, it's not complete. So that's the helm phase, and now is the science officer. And we can actually do those in either order in the future. So if something science officer does could affect piloting the helm, then actually Newell can go first during that. So what would you like to do, Newell?
I don't know that we need anything from the science officer right now.
You want me to target something, or
I don't think we can shoot him.
Yes, you can shoot.
Oh yeah, we can shoot the torpedoes.
You can shoot the torpedoes, yeah, which will fly out, and you can start guiding those around. Yeah.
What's their
do you want me to
maneuverability?
target something? Do you want me?
Their
Yeah,
maneuverability?
Target their weapon systems.
Or are you talking about the maneuverability on your torpedo or on the?
Yeah.
Well, you guys should hold off and let me divert energy to the weapons, and then you get a +2 to shoot them. Can't we do the engineering check anytime?
Well,
No,
shoot-
that's
shoot
the first
fire.
phase.
Oh, okay.
I'm not firing. I'm just targeting.
Actually, I don't see.
Yeah, and torpedo's the only thing that we can fire. So, go ahead and target, and I will, or take a +2 since we can only fire one thing. One of you guys should take the +2.
I get to make a snapshot, don't I?
Well, but we don't have anything that can hit them besides the torpedo. And yeah, Mike, I was wondering what's the maneuverability of it. It says speed is 16 hexes, but does it get to turn?
It's perfect maneuverability.
It's perfect, so we can turn it like immediately.
Yeah, you literally like you control it. You make a piloting check to fly it, and that actually determines whether it goes where you want it to go.
It's a piloting check.
Yep. Or I'm sorry, it's a gunnery check,
Oh, okay.
which is based on your piloting skill. So
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. So Allie, target the weapon systems. We agree with that?
Sure.
All right. What do you have to roll? Computer?
it's based on it's a low DC, and that kills it.
Okay. So that's good.
Yep. So you start sending out some jamming signals, and they're going to have difficulty on their during the gunnery phase.
All right. So then engineering.
No, engineering's done. Now we would shoot the.
No, that was science officer. Engineering is
Engineering is first phase. So that was at the start of the fight. That's when Wesley opted to give you the extra 6 movement, like because he ran up and threw the thrusters forward.
You're welcome.
oh, that was the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. First phase is always engineering.
So then.
So
Billy,
now it's the gunnery phase.
Right.
Now they maneuvered to get close to you, but they can't shoot at you right now. You're protected from both directions by the asteroid fields.
I'm
But you guys can shoot your torpedo though. So
Yes. So should I be the one to do that? I've got an 8 piloting skill.
Seems pretty good.
and it looks like Steven's giving you a boost there.
and you take a +2 from the duo node. So you should be at a net 4.
Yep.
+4.
Your gunnery +4. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So gunner is going to be Drez. Fire at will, no, right?
Correct.
It's just the torpedo. Yeah.
Use computer, yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll just add the +2 for.
Which arc?
It's your turret.
Oh. Does it give us a?
So it could be either arc. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, add 2 to this.
All right. That's plenty. Because well, let me double check.
I was with all the bonuses. I think we barely make it.
Well, there's an extra +2 that needs to be added, so 19 is the total.
Now remember, actually, the sheet does it for me. All right, so because you always have to add the piloting ranks or the piloting their ability. And so what'd you roll?
19.
19. Wait, these stats are wrong. It's supposed to be their rank, not their total score. All right, let me look at the pilot here. Oh, that's why, because when I build the NPCs, that's something they need to improve on the sheets. Okay, so he is a CR3, so that's only going to be a 3. So 19 AC and 19 TL is what you need. So you
Ooh,
just barely make it.
Nice.
Let me write that here so I don't forget.
All right, so we'll send the torpedoes off at him.
Since you did so well on your checks, make it so you guys can see their sheets in the journal. Or at least the sheets of the ships there.
Well, how do the torpedoes work again?
You literally fly it around. So you have the range of them. So it's long range, so they can move up to 20 hexes, and you fly them out there with perfect maneuverability. So fly that bad boy into them.
Go, Billy,
It's
go!
just- Is it just one each, or is it
One-
multiple?
We only have one torpedo that we were shooting
Yeah,
because that's all that we could shoot at right now.
correct.
Okay. So which one are you shooting at
Oh,
first?
you know what? To make this work, you need a torpedo.
We can.
Oh, okay.
They're both within our range. We can just hit it.
Fire the one that's coming up behind us.
Yeah, they're both within your range. So yeah, while I find a torpedo, just in case it comes up again.
Okay.
You're right. Pick which one you want to hit. Hey, there's a Star Trek style torpedo.
So that's definitely that one.
All right. So yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for the torpedo, which you did, 14.
14. Yeah.
All right, so it hits. And which one is that? Is that blue or red? That is blue. All right, so blast right through the. With 12, you can pretty much pick the direction. So which side of the necro glider are you going to hit it from?
Oh yeah. Do we care which side we want to hit it from, guys?
Come right
Cur-
up his engines.
Currently,
Yeah,
the
try
forward
to
and aft
disable it.
have the stronger shields, and the port and starboard have the weaker shield alignment.
Yeah, target its engine so it's dead in the water.
That's fine.
The targeting already was 4 weapons, and that increases the crit range. All he gets to do now is actually like maneuver the torpedo to hit a particular shield array.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
then hit the
forward and
weaker
aft
ones.
are weaker, so try to bring it in from behind, maybe.
Yeah, hit the aft.
Hit the aft. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said forward. I thought he said forward and aft was stronger.
They are by 1.
They are by 1. It's not a lot.
They're still pretty low.
All right, so yeah, it hits, so it tears right through the shields, and so 11 points go through to the hull,
Shoot.
and that's going to break its first threshold. So I'm going to roll a critical effect. 92. So yeah, torpedo goes right up its aft and hits the power core system. And the power core system is now glitching. Let me make sure. Yep, so that was just 1 threshold.
You shot the torpedo with its
You
aft.
almost got 2 thresholds, but so
Right
yeah,
up its ass.
very nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
I always knew there was something about that Vesk.
I may never to bend down and get the soap in front of
All right, so beginning of the next round. So the engineering phase is first. So what would you like to do, Wesley?
Huzzah! Divert power to weapons, give them a +2.
Awesome.
Oh, that is not enough.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
C10 plus 1.5 your starship's tier.
Yeah, so you're tier 6 right now. Tier 5 right now. So it's 17 was the DC.
Damn it! Is there a +1?
So
on
you
it?
so basically roll anything other than a 1.
Yeah.
Benny! Benny!
Yeah.
Oh
Can we,
yeah, yeah.
Can we use bennies?
Oh yeah, you can use Benny on any D20 roll you want.
Cool. I will spend a Benny and bump that to 17, so I succeed and give myself or give them a +2.
Seriously, we're supposed to be level 6?
Yeah, you leveled up at the end of last session.
Didn't we just level up to 5?
No.
Oh.
At the end of the last module. Yeah, you guys have been on asteroid K9204 for a couple sessions.
Yeah.
And then you had the encounter with the free captains and everything else.
I could have swore I just leveled my character up.
Behind.
I imagine that Wesley's sitting here doing his engineering, and then like the computer does like dims, like woo woo, and Wesley just like smacks it with his fist, and it's like woo, and I'm like,
All right, give me your next roll.
Old Fonzarelli. So,
Just don't roll a 1 on this one.
oh, okay.
There you
you
go. Okay. All right. So powered up the weapons. They are charged and ready to go. Helm, and so I'll give it to you. Do you want pilot or science officer first?
What would we benefit by doing the science officer?
Right now, it doesn't matter, but I think later on it could.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, since you pretty much, with her killer rolls, you identified everything you need to know about the enemy ship. Unless you want her to try to affect their piloting check, she could try and use her scanners to jam their piloting check to give them a penalty.
Do that.
All right,
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
and take a duo node +2, Bill.
What's that?
Take a duo node +2, like one of the +2s from the ship, when you
Oh,
make
okay.
your pilot.
Cool.
All right, what do you need to?
It's a computers check, and the DC for these is actually very low.
Goodness gracious, do you roll below 30?
Don't you dare jinx me.
Yeah, the DC is really low. They're only, I won't tell you what tier they are ship. But anyway.
I probably would have, because it's low. I'm just gonna throw the 30s everywhere.
Gracious.
All right, so yeah, you input. Now, which one do you want to give the penalty to? Red or blue? Yeah, I should probably put the.
I don't think I see colors.
Yeah, you don't. I forgot to put them on.
We're colorblind.
There you go.
Closer one, I would think.
Red, I would think, yeah. The one that's closer to us.
Yeah. Disrupt the piloting of, or disrupt Red's navigation.
All right, so yeah, you send a directed tachyon field out that direction. It completely screws up the pilot's computers, and he is going to have a penalty on his check. Okay, so yeah, just a straight piloting check here.
A little better.
Jeez. That one.
Got to put the Bone Trooper pilot in the seat for the other one.
Still only at 12.
Yeah.
Better than a 2, but still only at 12.
Did you add your +2 from the ship for that?
I didn't, actually, so that's a 28.
That is actually a 17 on that first one.
That was, yeah, red, because we screwed
Yep.
with his piloting.
And the other one, so it looks like you outmaneuvered both of them.
Cool.
All right, and so red has the interference from the tachyon field, is going to have to go first. Oh, that's not looking good. All right, he's got perfect maneuverability, so.
Yeah, but he's probably questioning his life choices right now.
Just for fun. All right, he's over there, and he's not going to aim himself at the asteroid because that was a dumb GM move last time. All right, blue is going to maneuver second.
What's his direction?
That's his direction right there.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so
You can do that.
yeah, facing for him is on that side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They think they're going to try and get you in some kind of pincer move here, but they realize that after that first round you're moving faster than they are. So
Yeah, Bill, can you swing around the asteroid to come up behind blue?
Oh, yeah. Easily.
all right, so
Wait.
now it's your turn, Bill.
So we can go up the aft again?
Is that a Vesk thing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do we have that kind of maneuverability to turn that quickly?
As long as he moves once before turning, yes. They can turn on the spot. Yeah, because your maneuverability is good maneuverability 1. Now remember, your facing can only move 1. So you have to move 1 to turn your facing 1.
No, you're turning too quickly.
There we go.
Okay, so what we'll say is you actually didn't go
I mean,
out.
I would have had plenty of, I was
Yeah.
right here, so I mean,
Yep, you would have had plenty. So we'll say like
I would have plenty to come around.
yeah, you
I
like
basically wanted to loop around and come in behind him like that.
yeah, like that. And you're right, you had plenty of speed for that. So
Do we want to end up further away?
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking, but we're well out of the range of red. Red's longest weapon is 8 hexes. So, if I remember what Mike said correctly, his longest weapon is 8 hexes. So, there's no way red.
It's actually 5. So it's even
Oh, I
better.
thought you said he had one that was 8 and one that was 6.
No. They're both 5.
And
Sure.
Okay.
I misspoke. I was saying 6. It's 5.
So if that's the case, then maybe we should stay
them at all.
2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we should stay back here,
Fire more on
and
their
then
weapons.
and then blue can't even shoot at us.
Right, and we don't even have to be that close or face them because our firing things are on turrets.
Yeah.
So you can be ready to like keep moving away from them if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, I think the reason Bill
Well,
wanted
we
to
have a
maneuver
front-
is, yeah, you do have one forward-facing gun that
I was
Bill
gonna
wants
say
to shoot.
we have one front gun.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you can quick snapshot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good call.
Okay, gunnery phase. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They don't have any weapons with range. They do have their EMP cannons on turrets, but you have stayed safely outside of the distance, so neither of them can fire on you.
Billy, go ahead and take the last +2, and I will encourage Cypher's snapshot.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go particle beam this time, right?
Who's going?
Yep, particle. You have the particle beam and the light particle beam forward. And if anyone who hasn't acted yet, although I think all of you acted at this point. So yeah, particle beam for you, and then Bill can do the light particle beam snapshot.
I was like, I'm gonna give my encouragement to Bill as opposed to taking a shot.
Yeah, it sounds good because he's doing a snapshot, so it'll be harder for him to hit. Not that it'll be hard for him to hit with his piloting skill, but
Okay, here goes particle beam.
oh yeah, that's definitely a hit. So
Ooh, jeez.
19 is what you've got to beat. So you killed. Oh, that's the diplomacy check.
That's the diplomacy for his
Okay.
snap. Here's my.
Yeah, helping Bill out.
There you go.
All right.
Jesus, am I even gonna need to take a shot?
We'll see. Hold on. That's a good question. So yeah,
Right up
that's going to hit the starboard. Rips through the meager shields he has there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. So you have 19 points of damage left. He only had 19 points of hull left. So you blast him and disable his ship. You bust through the other. Sensors start glitching with the first. His weapons aft arc blow. And then one more. Yeah, his weapons go completely offline. Yeah, you blast him hard, and then he's just kind of floating in space there. Now you have a choice, Bill. You can't. I don't think you can reach the other one. I don't think you have the right. Oh, I don't want to move you. I want to measure. I don't think you have the distance or the right arc to. Yeah, it's too far away. But you can still shoot blue because he's only disabled. He got put exactly down to 0 hull points.
Sounds like a plan to me.
But we can.
No, let's leave him because we want to interrogate him.
That's what we're gonna do to red. Blue is an example.
If you can disable red.
What if Red takes off at this point?
Yeah, she's
What's
kinda
that?
fun. Right now, Blue is feeling like a gay convict, and then come back and beat the snot out of Blue.
I might have missed.
Actually, yeah, that's going to be a miss. So it's
Well,
kind,
it's a 14 because
+2.
so
Cypher,
even-
not Cypher, but
yeah, even taking since it's disabled, the piloting rank comes out of it. Even so, you don't penetrate the armor of the ship. But I mean, you do pelt it a few more times and kind of send it spinning there in the
Hey,
one
Mike?
spot. Yeah, what's up?
it has armor left.
To the
Wouldn't
+2
wouldn't
stack.
Drez have like completely destroyed all of its shields?
Oh yeah, well it's disabled, so it's kind of floating in space there. There's a little bit of hull left to it, so you put a couple more holes in it and send it spinning in spot. Here, I'll
Did the
animate it for you.
+2 stack?
All in the asteroids.
Depends where they come from. So
Like my +2 and Ryder's +2.
yes, those would stack.
So technically, it would be a 16 for that attack, right?
Yeah, actually, and that would hit.
Booyah!
So you do 14 more points of damage, and it blows up.
That's what I was going for.
Feel good.
All right, leaving Red out there. You hear across the comms, "It was a good death, but you'll not get out of this unscathed."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the scathing is all going to be on your part.
Hey, when you get to heaven, tell him Star Crusher Artisanal Weaponry sent you.
All right, engineering phase.
All right.
Before we get into like any of those, I was actually planning to open a channel to taunt him.
All right, go for it.
Open communications again.
Communications are open.
This is your final warning before you witness Star Crusher weaponry on yourself. Surrender now, and we may let you live.
Live? That's a foul word to use when talking to one of my caliber. For the corpse fleets!
Does that succeed?
He is intimidated, but it doesn't show. You can tell this is a well-seasoned soldier on the other end.
I mean literally like the taunt action from the captain.
Yeah. No, you succeed.
Oh, okay.
But he's not going to let it show. It'll affect him, though.
Okay, so he's -2.
Yep.
What I was going for, okay.
Yep, the tachyon array works yet again, and you bombard that entire section of space. And you can tell by the way he's starting to maneuver around that he's wobbling a bit. He's already been intimidated by Ryder, and this is not helping at all. So he's going to be -4 on his piloting check, which it is now time for that. And he is, because he's having problems, is going to use his computer.
Yeah, you use all the computers you want.
Oh my lord.
This is just so epic.
If you just loop his subroutine.
It really is going to be pinball. Just kind of bounce off all those asteroids.
He's coming right for you.
He's gonna ram us.
All right, your turn, Bill.
All right.
Go ahead and do something fancy cool.
I'm gonna buzz him. 2. Actually, hold on. I was right here, right?
Yep, you want to do a flip and burn?
He really wants
I can't turn like that without
to move.
Yeah,
first,
you have to move one first, then you can turn. Yeah.
Okay. 1. That. Like that. 2.
Oh, you can only turn one face at a time.
Okay.
So you'll be there.
All right.
Then you can move one there and then turn like that.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm flying over him. I'm flying over the top of him, inverted, and I'm going to give him the bird.
All right, give me a diplomacy check because this is foreign diplomacy.
Foreign diplomacy. He doesn't
Wes-
take your diplomacy well.
You're sitting there flipping him off, and you see Wesley sneak up with the camera, takes a shot of the. You see the bone trooper. He's kind of there. He's got his hands crossed across his chest, and he looks at you, scowls, and he sees the finger in the picture, and he starts flipping you back with 2 bony middle fingers. You see him grab one of his spin dials and starts whipping one of the turrets around to fire at you. Because you're out of his front aft. He can't use that on you. Salt in the wound. Just fly right by.
5, 6. Let's see. Turn this way. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11,
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
2, 3. Hold on. 12. And then can I use another movement just to change my facing again?
You have to move one before you.
Yeah,
can
you have to
turn.
move one to turn. Yeah.
Have to go around that asteroid.
That's all right. You're still a newer pilot. You're still learning. Yeah, I got this. I got this. You come around and you realize you accidentally put an asteroid field between you and the glider, giving him one more round of life.
Well, there's still
We
the
haven't hit
turrets.
this one yet.
That is true. And you still
Yeah, I
fire.
just can't. I won't be able to snapshot, but you guys will still be able to hit him with the turrets.
Yep.
Right.
Which brings us to the gunnery phase.
+2.
I think you still have a +2 on the computers out there also.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't use the computers.
So you have two. Oh no, you have 1 +2, because I think someone
one
used
used
one.
it.
Yeah, someone used one.
Not this round.
Okay. Well, then you can both use it for both your turret shots.
He's
We
Billy's
also
the only
have
one with an action.
torpedoes, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so one shot it is. Are you there, Billy? Did we lose you? Okay, I'll go ahead and take the shot for you.
Drez, wake up, man! Drez, fire!
This is the
Fire!
gunner. Fire at will, no. Yes to computer. And the arc doesn't matter.
+2.
+2. So that's 26. So yeah, tears right through the aft. I know it says 1, but there's only one on that 8d6. 23 points of damage. So tears through the aft shields. So those are gone.
So 23 is when he rolls a 1? So that's
No.
like the minimum
No.
amount of...
It's 8d6. It does that. Only one of those 8 dice rolled a 1.
Oh, I gotcha. Gonna say, geez, that's the minimum amount of damage?
All right. So and then he still takes 20 hull points in the aft.
He took it in the after, right?
Which is
Remind me to lose those torpedoes.
2 glitches. So his EMP turret gun is now glitching, and his forward-facing gun is now glitching as well. He has no weapons. Well, he has weapons. They're just glitching. That's awesome.
That's all.
So who fired that shot?
You did.
Oh,
Good shot, Billy.
All right. So I marked glitching on all arcs for all of his guns. All right. But he is still flying around. So that brings us to the next round's engineering phase. He is actually going to multi-action to try and clear that, to try and patch his systems real quick, and he fails. And then
Adding.
he's going to take a penalty on his attack, on his piloting check as well, and his snapshot, for that matter.
I'll just keep routing power to these sweet ass guns.
All right. Yep. 20 is a. Actually, I don't know that 20 is a success.
What? It was 17 was a success before.
Oh, well, I may have given it to you.
Oh.
So divert is. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It is. 17's your DC.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
right.
say, you took quite a while to figure out that 17 was the target.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking you hold it together. So yeah, if you were doing hold it together, the DC is higher. But yeah, just diverting power.
Yep.
It's 17.
Yeah, no, get on a gun also.
Okay. Helm phase. Gonna go ahead
Want
and do.
Newell on a gun, or should she keep screwing with his piloting?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, I'll jump on a gun this time.
Okay, I'm gonna set this pilot.
Okay.
Ooh, that's actually okay. That's actually a 28.
You got a 22. I think with
So despite he's got weapons glitching, he has full control of the ship. And go ahead, Bill.
So you said that's actually a 28 because of Newell's ability?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, piloting skill, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you got to beat a 28.
Moscow. Cursor's not showing up on the screen.
Go, Cypher, go.
Hang on, I just
26.
You
I'm
want
sorry. It's a 26 because he's doing multi-action.
you want to do a +2?
Did we? Oh, there's Matt. Looks like Matt's reconnecting.
Oh, if Matt's getting on, then I'm not jumping on again.
hang
I'll
on.
let Matt-
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Loud and clear.
Okay. I'm having all kinds of trouble with my computer this morning or this evening.
I thought you were in like Singapore or something for a moment.
It's all good, Matt. Can you hear us? Okay. So yeah, we'll let you jump on the other gun when we get to that point. All right. So, okay. I roll a great piloting check, and you still beat me out.
Whoa, who's moving and why?
Oh, sorry, wrong ship.
Wrong ship.
It's like, wait a second.
Which way did you go? Running.
Hey, that's cute. He thinks he's gonna fly away.
He just really wants you to do a flip and burn, but you could just.
All right, your turn, Bill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's good. You don't have to use it all.
There we go. Nope, right there. I'm 1 out of his range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're a bastard.
I am.
He is. He doesn't really know his dad.
All
I
right,
taught him everything he knows.
gunnery phase.
I've been paying attention.
All right, here we go.
They, guys, get in there and finish them off.
Why did my gun not shoot?
That should be a 23, actually, I think. Or did you do the?
Yeah, there's a +2.
Okay, yeah. So I used the computer, and that should be a 23.
Well, no, because you also have the +2 from.
The computer's already in there.
Right, you've got a +2 from me. And you have a
Yep.
+2 from Star Crusher.
Oh, that's right, because he diverted the power. That's right. So 25.
All right, I'm gonna have to do this roll manually because for some reason, or I'll roll this. This will say gyro laser. It's not actually the gyro laser. It won't let me roll the EMP for some reason. All right, so 23 to you fired and you hit him. And I don't think a 23 is going to hit you though. Do we have the right person in the pilot seat? Yeah, Cypher. Update pilot.
Can you even read this?
Oh, actually, that is enough to hit you. The bad part comes in. So he hit you with the EMP cannon, but you have fully functioning shields right now. So they completely absorb the EMP and don't let it get to the hull of the ship. He's got to actually bring your shields down first before he can hurt you with the EMP.
How did he hit us with the EMP? I thought you said his range was 5.
The EMP was 8.
You're right.
That's what I said. I said it was 8. And you
None-
told us it was only 5.
No, it's short range.
Oh, so it is 5.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have been shooting at. He fired impotently at you.
Yeah, he like maneuvered us out of his range.
Yep.
That's because
That was
DM shenanigans.
that was a GM mistake. He's shooting at you. Here, let me throw up a cool effect to make myself feel better. Because he can't do crap. Boo! Boo! Boo!
Pew, pew, pew.
Boo! Boo!
Fireworks.
Boo!
Shooting a Roman candle at us?
Right there, buddy.
I'll shoot some slime at you.
You know they got pills for that.
Oh, that's awful. All right, yeah, you're right. He can't shoot at you. You blast him, and you hit him in the aft again. You guys are aft men, apparently. He's got no shields left there. You've already tore through those, and 24 points of damage. He's only got 10 hull points left. He blows up, and you have won the day.
And we have no survivors, so no interrogation.
Like they were gonna. Thank you, bud. Like they were gonna tell us anything anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So you actually did quite well on your first 2-on-1 space battle.
Yay!
So
Good job.
they had your maneuverability, but you did a good job staying. You're getting the hang of it, Bill. I'll tell you that.
I'm trying.
Now we're gonna have like Star Trek arena style combat between you and Matt to figure out who gets the pilot. Now that you're both back.
You know,
Da, 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 da.
I kind of feel bad. They like really didn't have a chance.
Yeah, as I was maneuvering to fire the EMP at you, I read the note and it said at the bottom, it's like, oh yeah, if they've got fully functioning shields, the EMP doesn't work. I'm like, so I at least have to do some shield damage first, and then I can hit you with the EMP. But at that point, you guys had figured out how to stay out of range, and I couldn't beat you on a piloting check. So
I mean, we do have to like. Part of the help of this was that Newell just crushed the scan.
yeah, that's always a benefit. That helps you out as well. Now it will be interesting when you finally go up against a fully. Well, you did go up against a fully manned ship in the Rusty Rivet too, and you did just fine there. So maybe I need to beef up the enemies.
No. This was hard. It was
We were
challenging.
just really lucky with our
We
rolls.
got really lucky.
Yeah.
I'm sensing some bullshit.
I did get pretty lucky with that early roll.
No, you are right. When you kill the first rolls with a couple of 19s, so you end up with 37s on your scans and whatnot. And I pretty much just hand the stats over to you.
It's 37. That's such a ridiculous roll.
All right. So fortunately, all right. So it looks like the corpse fleet left a little surprise here for you, but you dealt with that handily. So now, if you'd like, you go ahead and start working on your navigation again and plot your course back to Absalom Station.
Is there any?
We're still going to the.
Is there any like?
Oh, I'm sorry. To Zorbis orbital facility because you
Is
want to do
there
some
any-
purchases.
Is there any debris from the wreckage that we can salvage?
There is plenty of space debris around. You could try and salvage it if you want. Give me a computer check to scan the wreckage.
I was like, Cypher, you want to help?
Did you just crit that?
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew that guy was actually a girl?
Yeah, so you do know that corpse fleet vessels are like infused with all sorts of necrographs and whatnot. So that's more of a technomantic type concoction. So what I'll say is, let me make a roll here. You
We
take a
got
little.
some of that from the last time we fought these guys, didn't we? We have like some other necrographs as well.
Yep.
All in a heart.
Yep. You got the skull and the heart. So between the two ships, you can get 280 bio BPUs
Nice.
with the necro descriptor.
That's cool.
And then you also grab a good amount of scrap that you can use, flavor or otherwise, for your upgrades when we do get to a spaceport.
We're talking buckets of oil.
Yeah, a lot of this are like you're looking at it like you pull some of the stuff, like it looks like at first glance like you see these components and whatnot, and you're like, hey, this looks like cool tech, and you bring it on board, and the more Wesley plays with it, he's like, I just don't understand it. Like there's something. Like I see the wires, I understand the electronics parts, but then it does something, and it's just beyond your understanding. Now, on the other hand, Noel, who looks at it, understands exactly what's going on, because necrographs are very much a technomantic necromancy type item. So the things that as you're working with the debris and whatnot that Wesley's missing is where the magic kicks in and makes the connections between the different devices and brings the other arcane elements into play and whatnot.
I hold my hands up and I'm like, I'm not missing the magic. The magic is right here, and I show her my hands.
You pulled a card
I
out
just-
of thin air.
No, my hands are magic
Oh,
with the mechanical stuff that I can do with them.
okay. I'm glad you clarified. I was like, this is not that kind of role-playing game.
I bring the hammer. And
But
the
it
hammer.
can be.
Okay. So yeah, you got some. Anyone write that down? 28 bio BPUs.
280. You were saying?
Oh, 280.
Yeah,
Yep, 280 with necro keyword, and then
it's
scrap
right?
and whatnot for your ship upgrades when you get to that point.
Is it BPUs or UPBs? What's the term?
They're too close. UPBs. Universal UBPs.
UPBs?
Universal build points or something like
Ubits. Ubip.
So, quick question, Mike. Are the bio UPBs just bio UPBs and then she has those keywords to play with? Or is it
Yep.
specifically 280 necro?
No. It's 280 bio, and then she has the keyword to play with as she pleases, which can be combined with other bio, mix and match, however you choose. UPBs, Universal something. We'll look it up later.
At home?
Good.
Yeah. I know you had confusion.
UPBs.
before. You had necro, but I don't remember the other ones. It's at home. Remind me and I'll put it in the...
Yeah, UPBs. All right, so Bill, if you could give me a computer's check for your navigation
that.
after you finish your salvage work. And salvage work goes pretty quick. Only takes you a couple hours to pick out what you think might be useful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right.
Might end up a little lost here. Computers don't seem to be doing what I want them to do.
Oh yeah, actually, it might be that time.
We tear the...
I've been waiting the whole campaign for this.
Yeah, this is what all Starfinder GMs wait for. That moment when the drift just goes wrong.
We're drifting, all right.
Hey, Cypher. Hey, you might want to watch out for your tail. Oh shit.
Cypher got a little cocky from his stellar battle flying. He's like, I got this. Yeah. We don't need no calculations. Cypher, wait, you gotta carry the one.
All right.
I thought it looked like a good idea to take a shortcut through that asteroid field.
There you go, thinking about asteroids.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, you guys woke up.
All right, so really, I mean, you do some quick math and whatnot, and you punch in the
What is
navigation,
this?
and you're like, yeah, this should be like a couple hour trip through the drift, and the and in fact, as a matter of fact, as you jump in, as you shift into the drift and you make the trip, it really only feels like a few hours pass, but then as soon as you drop back into real space, and in the distance you see the Zorbis orbital facility. Suddenly your chronos resync with the external drift net, and you realize you just lost 3 days time.
Oh my god.
Which will come into play in the campaign.
Cypher?
Fortunately, it was a short trip. With a roll like that, on a long trip, it can get very, very nasty. Although when you do come out of the drift, you kind of hear like this, what sounds kind of like a ripping sound, and you do see like a little bit of almost like
Excuse
drift
me.
space come ripping out of the void, and then kind of disperses into space around you.
Whoa.
I might have forgotten to run the right subroutine. Sorry about that. What's a few days?
Maybe Cypher needs to be our drift rock. The android can calculate these things a lot easier. You can be our battle pilot. All right, so we're at.
Yeah. So as you get close to it, you hear someone come across the intercoms and say, "Unidentified craft. This is Zorbis orbital facility. Please identify yourself."
We are the Zaza. We request the dock to get some supplies before continuing on our journey.
Zaza, let me pull you up in the computer here.
Because this is like one of the space pirate ones, right? Like a neutral area.
This is neutral territory next to pirate space.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Cypher, can you quickly get us a manifest?
I'll see what I can do.
You gonna help me?
Actually, can we retcon that for 1 minute?
Benny,
I got a good idea.
Yeah, you start doing a drift hack and crafting yourself a real quick manifest and ship identifier for the Zaza, and you keep fumbling over it. Computers are apparently not working for you right now, and start struggling through it. All right, let me do a roll over here. That said, there's a long silence, and then whoever you're speaking to comes back across and says, "Well, it's an old code, but it checks out." All right, go ahead and yeah, you have clearance to land on docking bay 32 Bravo. Please leave your weapons powered down. We are a peaceful neutral station, and we will not. I'm always the station commander always asks that we inform the visitors to abide by our no weapons on the station policy, and but you're welcome to keep your fists and whatever natural weapons you may possess.
I hide my I hide my azimuth pistol in my cheek pouches.
Okay. Just so we have it, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Or a
Who's
sleight
got the
of hand.
gloves that you can hide stuff in?
I was gonna say
I
I
do.
still have the red laser pistol in my glove.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Yeah, sleight of
Stealth.
hand. No, sleight of hand.
Are we all right? Are we all doing a
Want,
stealth?
you want
or-
sleight of hand?
No, this is just so he can make sure that no one,
Gotcha.
and I believe you get a bonus to it as well.
Do I?
Yeah, I thought you did to hide things in your cheek pouches. Oh no, I guess not.
That's a swift.
But
That's-
I
that-
could always hide it in there before we even get off the ship. They won't.
Yeah, it's just one of
They
like
won't
to
even-
make it look like there's nothing because everyone knows that Yosoki have cheek pouches, so you want to even though it's in there, you want to make it look like it's not there. So yeah, you just
I see.
kind of like let it set just right in your cheek pouch, so it doesn't look like you have anything. And a 22 was your result. Okay. All right, so you zoom in and get closer to this orbital station. It's the station itself is like this. It looks like a large circle, like almost like a small moon. No, not quite. And it has
No.
this outer ring of docking stations, and they're actually very thin in comparison to the bulbous center of the station. And then you see a large tower-like structure that coming out of the very top and very bottom. So very like neo sci-fi looking type facility. You zoom in on landing bay 32 Bravo, and within a few short minutes you find yourself disembarking from the Raza or the Jaja. As you disembark from the ship, you see this rather gaunt-looking droid that's rusty around the edges, and it's rolling around on this circular ball type structure. And it comes rolling up to you. It looks like something inside the ball like catches every now and then. It bumps a little bit as it moves down the long platform towards you. And it says, "Welcome to Zorbis orbital facility. And which of you is Captain Gabora?"
It's Zsa Zsa Gabor, you know, the actress.
Oh, Gabor. My bad.
Yeah.
I apologize. My linguistics module is not up to date, and I am not very good at pronouncing names.
It's okay. The captain will speak to you, but only in third person.
Oh, that is going to be very confusing.
Take it away, Captain. And I look at Ryder.
Yes, that would be me.
He kind of looks at you as if he's waiting for you to speak in third person.
Captain Gabor
I-
would like to be taken to the.
Uh,
I am the captain. The captain am I.
we need to fill it looks like your manifest was thrown together rather quickly. The master of the dock would like me to he hands over this data pad. You need to fill out some additional information about the purpose of your visit, please, sir.
I'll take the card.
So, and you can see the hodgepodge manifest that was put together that just barely got you a space to land. I am the daughter of the sea.
Well, I see what the problem is here. They switched the lines over here.
Switch the lines? No, I'm sure they're. I mean, we only get drift updates every 6 months or so. But is this a newer vessel?
No, this is definitely an older vessel.
Oh, should have been in the database then. I apologize for any inconvenience.
It's all right.
If you could go ahead and fill in the rest of this data, I'll make sure we get our databases up to date.
All right.
Captain Gabor will be happy to do that.
Where is it?
You know, you all look kind of familiar. Have you ever been through these parts before, Captain Gabor?
Oh, once in a while.
We pass by here and there, but we prefer not to discuss our business.
Oh no, yes. Privacy is of the utmost importance here at Zorbis. But it's not that. It's almost. I swear I've seen you on the televids before, or I mean the holovids. Are
That
you
would be fantastic if we were.
are you some kind of celebrity? Have you been in any movies or anything?
Let me ask you: have you ever wrapped your hand around a pistol grip of a Star Crusher artisanal weapon?
No, I am not programmed for combat. That is not my purpose.
Well, you are missing out on something special.
That would be special if we had any Star Crusher weaponry. I think we saw that one time on TV, but that was about it. Anyway, as for our business here, we would like to continue on and be on our way, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, yes. I apologize, Captain. Thank you for the additional. He takes the data pad back from you. Thank you for the additional information, and I will be watching over your ship while you are taking care of your business here on Zorbis. Have a nice day, sir.
All right. As we walk away, I'll like pull Crusher aside and say, "You idiot! Don't tell him your real name."
I didn't. I just asked him if he ever held a weapon.
Don't even associate us.
Well, how's a man supposed to do business around here? We blow up everybody we meet.
Oh, so true, so true. Maybe the one exception being the rusty rivet, and that was a close one.
You let Clara live.
Yeah, you even let him keep the ship. It was very kind of you.
So, you guys wanted to get some hollow skins?
Yeah, it's
Potato skin?
it being out here in the diaspora, the orbital station, it's a somewhat meager as far as pickings go, but you can find any item of 6th level or lower that is in any of the source material that you have. So,
What about 6th level food? Is there like a food bazaar around here or anything?
oh yeah. So one of the advantages of being in such a location like this is out in the diaspora is that it has to cater to a cosmopolitan type of crowd. So you find this small food court not too far from the market district or the market quarter, and yeah, there's just about everything you can think of. There's these booths or little kiosks all along the corridor going through the station, and so like every 10 feet on both sides of the corridor, you see like a different type of food being sold.
Oh yeah, Wesley's just gonna peruse, see if he can find like some cheese fries or some.
Yeah, you don't have to go far at all. You find some Venestrian cheese fries and some Absalonian hot dogs and
Oh yeah.
So, I'm gonna go find a vocal modulator and install that in my throat.
Like
ooh,
it actually goes in your throat.
Yeah, it's like a, what is it? A personal, not a personal upgrade. What is it called? Augmentation. It's an augmentation you can get for your throat, and it gives you a +2 circumstance bonus to disguise, when you're using your voice to help disguise your appearance.
Is it like
mm.
surgically implanted, or is it just wear it like on a choker? Like you're just gotta
Yeah,
be goth to wear it, you know?
it's an augmentation to your throat.
Ugh.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna want to look for a biodoc. So go ahead and give me a culture check to try and locate the kind of doctor who can do your work at least safely in this kind of a condition.
Safely.
It's a level 1 item. You set up to level 6. I thought that'd be easy.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna have fun with it anyway because you're out here in the diaspora.
These are the sticks, and they use sticks, literally.
Literally.
All right, 15.
Like, if anything, I would like to purchase the vocal modulator and have Newell install it.
All right. So yeah, you do some searching around it, and eventually you find the right kind of establishment. You go walking into it, and it's a steel industrial looking place with this. It's got this long bay with a couple metal tables set up in front of them, with each of them having their own computer station, and like these racks like you see in a kitchen, all lining along the ceiling all the way around the room. But instead of like pots and pans hanging on the racks, you see like biomechanical arm parts or body parts and cybernetic arms and legs and stuff. And like you see this little like hat rack thing with like different types of eyeballs hanging off of it and whatnot. And all in all, it actually looks like kind of a grungy place. There's as much bio waste as there is rust on the material. And as you go walking in, this old guy comes walking out of the back. He's got like half a head of hair. It looks like half of it's been pulled out or maybe shaved off. And he's got this large contraption attached by a headband to the top of his head. It's kind of pushed back. He only has one of his eyes. One of them has been cut out, and it looks like it's been replaced by a pupilless, like a cybernetic type augment. And he's got this long white apron that's got all sorts of blood and bio waste like splattered and stained all over it. And he's got these tools hanging down by this old greasy leather bag on his side. He comes walking and says, "Ah, welcome. Jump on the table and we'll get to work. What are you looking for?"
Yeah, I was looking to see if you might have any top of line vocal modulators around.
Yeah, we got a few models. What kind are you looking for?
I'm looking for one that can
Yes, I
give me
saw.
a wide variety
To the
of
person who messaged me,
accents.
I saw that, and yes. Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Steven. Sorry.
Looking for one that can handle a wide variety of alien accents.
Oh, you're going to do some linguistics, doing some business with the alien folk, are you? Non-human type?
It helps to put them at ease.
All right. Well, like I said, I got a few different models here. You're looking for something a little more mainstream. He pulls out these small, like plastic cases that they look mostly sterile, and sets them out on the table, and the yeah, you see different makes and models, and like one of them's made by Abadar Core, and you see another one made from this company on Trilexia, and another one from that was made by some company on Solutia. And so these are all pretty standard models. I think they can accommodate what you're looking for. We do ask for a small implantation fee, but I did some work earlier today, so I'm sitting pretty good. So I'll keep that to a minimum for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Newell to look these over and see if any of them are adequate.
All right.
Why would I give his place? Is he gonna get an infection here?
He very well might. Go ahead and give me a skill check here.
That's kind
And
of part of the charm.
I like that. Give me a skill check. Just pick one. Just give me one.
yeah, just give me a skill check.
Life science.
Life science,
medicine.
that works. Yep. Medicine.
It's like getting a tattoo. You don't want to go to a clean tattoo parlor. That just kind of ruins the experience.
21. So you don't have to look at it very long before the devices themselves are still sterile, but the containers themselves that they've been sitting in this environment, and you're fairly certain that if Ryder has this installed here, it is not going to go well for him.
Don't recommend this.
Can you perform the procedure?
I don't know. Do I? Can I?
I don't know. Can I?
You can certainly try.
Go ahead and slit his throat open right here and now.
The
What's
the famous DM line. You can certainly try.
what's this?
He goes, "Well, if you're not going to have me do the work, that's fine. Can I introduce you in any other parts? Looking a little scrawny there. You want some arm implants? I got some nice cybernetic arms in. Some of the latest top of the line stuff."
No, I think
Pushing your arms on me, man.
if this turns out to
He's
be
an arms dealer.
If this turns out to work well for my business, I might send some more business your way.
I'm always looking for more business. All right, so he charges you the normal amounts, which you found when you looked it up. So
Yeah.
so much equipment in Starfinder, it's hard to have it all at fingertips.
Do they have any kind of eyes that help with like doing scanning? Is there like an eye implant that can help, like a Terminator type eye where the minute you look at something you can scan it without having to use a computer?
Yeah. They actually there is a fairly common set of eyes that you can purchase. It's actually a single eye. You could either do a single eye or a double eye. But what it mechanically what it'll do is when it's implanted, it'll give you a +2 bonus to your culture checks. As you're visually identifying, it'll throw up a bit of data if it has anything in its small database about the object, so it'll help you out. Is that something you'd be interested in?
I was thinking something more to be able to use my computer skill, like, without actually having my computer. You know what I mean? Where
Oh, like a HUD over your like a HUD
Yeah.
overlay.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. Kind of like think Terminator, where he kind of scans things and it's telling him what they are and uh,
Yeah, basic eye. Here, let me pull up the basic eye replacement and then give you a HUD cost for it real quick. So you can get the HUD overlay with the remote hook, or secure hookup into your computer system. For 1 or 2 eyes. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
So can I YouTube like how to implant a vocal cord?
YouTube.
can I YouTube how to install this thing?
In the future, right?
That would be something I can watch one.
Voice modulator was 125. Okay.
I know it'll be more sterile than the other environment.
Hollow skin was 500 if anyone was looking for those.
What's that?
Hollow skins are 500 if anyone was looking for those.
What are those?
Does this guy have the hollow skins? Or do
No,
we have to
thi-
go someplace else
Yeah,
for
the
that?
hollow skin is a equipment item, so something you'd wear on top.
No, but
No,
this
he-
guy doesn't sell hollow
No, this
skins.
yeah, he wouldn't sell hollow skins.
It lets you, it helps you disguise yourself.
Okay, you can with the eye replacement. Just like if you're just replacing an eye, so you'd have to do that first. So that'd be the 50 credits. With the HUD overlay, it'd be another 100 credits. But then yes, you could hook in your computer system to run over the HUD overlay for 150 credits.
So anyone who is interested, hollow skin is a holographic projector generally mounted to a belt or arm strap. It can be programmed using the disguise skill to project a different appearance. When you use a hollow skin, you can disguise major features, race, or creature type without the DC of your disguise check increasing, except against perception checks that involve physical examination.
So this gentleman's showing you off the eyes to you, Cypher, and he's like, while you're getting the work done, you might as well go all in. We could add some retinal reflectors to that, give you some low light vision, and help you spot things in the dark. That wouldn't be too much more.
Cyber?
Actually, that's a good point. If I have dark vision racially, if I get an eye implant, is that going to screw that up?
Actually, it can. So what you'd probably want to do is just get a single eye. If you want to do both eyes, he could build in the dark vision capacitor for you, so you wouldn't lose that ability.
I was only thinking one eye.
Okay, or you can do one eye with the HUD overlay, and whatever other feature you want to work into it, and then it would not hamper your dark vision. You'd still have that.
Okay.
That's about the time Wesley walks up, like his hands full of cheese fries and stuff, and he sees what everybody's buying. He looks at Drider and he's like, or Ryder, what is that?
You're talking about what I have?
Yeah, like what is that?
Vocal modulator. It allows you to change your accent and tone and inflection of your voice at ease.
And you gotta actually insert it in your throat, because we're just
Yeah,
not
Newell
having
said she could install it. She's done a million of these, so she says.
aren't you afraid of, I don't know, putting stuff in your body like that?
Yeah, people do it all the time.
He goes, yeah. The guy kind of jumps in, being the consummate salesman. He's like, yeah, I'm an expert, especially when it comes to biotech. You look like you could use some upgrades yourself, young man.
No. I can't do anything, like that. It makes me a little nervous. I mean, I haven't seen my parents for so long. I'm afraid of,
Oh, no,
change.
nonsense!
They might
I've been
not
doing
even-
this my entire life. I mean, you look like you could use some good gill sheaves. You gonna go swimming anytime soon, or maybe some climbing suckers? I mean,
Gills? What?
Newell already has Wildwise embedded in her throat, she can speak with simple plants.
I think one of your soldiers also has the speed suspension.
Whoa. Can I see it? Like I've never seen one of those before.
The climbing suckers?
No. I was talking to Ryder. Can I see your little throat thing? I mean,
Let's stay sterile. Can you sterilize it
You
again?
look it through the box.
Yeah, do you have like a better sterilization kit for this? Yeah, here, check it out.
thanks. I just kind of want to do an engineering check on it just to see if I can figure out how it works and stuff. And just because I've never seen anything like that up close before.
All right, go ahead.
As I see him starting to like tinker with it, I say, "You better not take that apart now. Buy your own if you want to tinker with it."
I'm not just just looking at it. I don't know. I scratch my head and I hand it back to him after a couple of minutes, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm afraid that my parents wouldn't even recognize me if I did something like that. It's too risky. Here.
To each their own.
Yeah, the biodoc says, suit yourself. I'm here all day long, every day.
Yeah, I mean, I can see like wearing something that like gives you this thing, but like to insert it in you, that's just crazy. I mean, Drez is trying to insert everything up his aft. I don't know if that's
No, not mine. Not mine.
oh good. That's good to know.
not mine. No.
He's a pitcher, not a catcher.
By the way, I'm
Oh,
hungry,
okay.
so find the closest place that serves a good rump roast. I'm out.
Okay, actually, so I need to retcon just a little bit, Bill. So the price is going to be a little bit higher, but it's going to come with a bonus to your computer checks. So,
Oh, okay.
so for 50 credits, you get the eye swap out. And then what you're looking for is really like the equivalent of a data jack in the form of an overlay. So
Okay.
that's a level 2 upgrade, which is only 625 credits. But then it's going to give you in addition of being able to do what you want it to do, it's also going to give you a +1 bonus to your computer checks as well.
Oh, that's nice. So what's the total? The only thing.
It'd be
I wanna make sure.
675, and then you can keep your dark vision and everything else.
Okay, 675.
Yep.
And Newell can install this so that I don't end up with like.
Ah, damn. Yeah. Yeah, we can make some medicine checks back at the ship if you want to have her do the installs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of with Ryder. I don't want to end up with
Gangrene or infection or
Gonorrhea in your eye.
space herpes.
Base herpes. Yes.
Base herpes.
Great reference.
All right.
Yeah, Newell. Seeing all the stuff that people are putting in their bodies. I mean, have you ever heard of stuff that I don't know, like you could just wear, like that wasn't in you, but more like on you? I mean, does that kind of stuff even exist?
I'm sure it's out there.
You can also, going to what you're saying, Drez, not to derail the conversation, did you add the Dushku that you found during the last adventure?
Oh, I've been debating it.
Oh, okay. That's right.
I think. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So with an unwieldy weapon, can you op attack with it?
Uh,
I'm just looking it up.
yeah, I have to double check. Actually, I don't think that's come up yet.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at it. Here we go. Unwieldy. Okay, I'm reading, so let me think.
Okay. Sorry, back to you, Allie and Michael.
Are we selling?
Can't make an attack of opportunity. Crap.
I mean, I look over here at like Switch, and I look back at Ryder, and I'm like, aren't you afraid of like looking like him someday?
Looking like what?
Like Switch.
No, I'm not trying to look more like Switch. Switch is trying to become a real boy anyway.
Oh
I'm a real boy. I like all my parts where they're at. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the problem is you can take off a part and put another one on. Is like, does it keep you the same switch or are you a different switch? I mean, I don't know. Just seems like you could lose your identity just switching out
Which is
parts like that.
switch. Even if he switches,
Still switched.
they'll
Let's
switch.
switch it up.
You guys keep saying that, and all that keeps going through my head is the Will Smith song.
I don't know. I mean, Newell, I mean, I mean, do they make like some bio stuff that you could just slap on? And
Yeah, they make all sorts of things like that.
I mean, like, where would I find something like that? You're completely useless.
Look through the aisle.
He's really trying to get vocal modulation without it being tech on it.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
So you want her to grow you a biomechan or a bio vocal modulator? Is that what you want?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, you can spend bio BPUs and build that. Yes, you can, or you can grow that.
Okay.
I can try.
Grow something that you just wear over your mouth? And
Oh no, it would still need to be implanted.
What? Wait, what?
Can I make like an outside?
he's trying to get around the implant.
Yeah,
He
I just
doesn't
like want like a collar that I can put around my neck that would change my voice.
So you think about it for a minute, Newell, and you realize that you were reading about some tech a long time ago. You could probably grow some slugs that he could slap along the sides of his throat that could have the same effect if you want.
Slugs.
There you go.
I mean, they're giant, and I mean they would bleed him. They're a little more like leeches than
It would
slugs.
bleed him. You
You know,
know,
maybe I'll just.
Yeah, are you okay with symbiotic relationships?
What's that? I mean, I haven't had a girlfriend, so I don't know what that means.
They get something, you get something.
Wow.
that's a very generous way
Give
to
and
put it.
take.
You know, kind of like a parasite.
Parasite,
Why?
like something like growing in me like a tapeworm, coming out my aft. How did they put it in?
Oh, you can buy one of those too. I mean, they.
Oh gosh.
Stick stuff in. Everything is like inserting stuff. Why can't I just wear something?
Yes, this stays on the outside of your neck.
Or you could swallow. That'll accomplish the same thing.
Stays
I
on
don't
the
know about
outside of your neck.
swallowing anything.
Sucks the life out of you.
I'd like to apologize to all of our Forber fans in Australia.
All two of them.
Yeah, we're back down to 0 viewership now, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just afraid if I get to a certain point, like if and when I do find my parents, they won't even recognize me. You know, I want to be kind of superhero. I want to be like you guys, but the only thing I'm good at is making.
Well, I can make these slugs for you, and you just keep them in a jar. When you want to use them, you put them on for a little while, and you put them back in the jar when you're done with them.
You know,
Okay.
slugs have a very prestigious pedigree. You know, they were actually used during World War I to detect noxious poisons and gases in the air. Is this helping you at all?
All the time. They do beautiful work and helping get growths and grafts and.
Holy cow, there's some cool stuff in this armor.
Yeah, the army's cool.
Yeah, let me think about it. Maybe grow one. Let me,
Let me try it on and spend a weekend
maybe
with
you guys
it.
will try it out for me.
Now, just for the record, Newell grows things, doesn't like killing them, so you'll have to keep it alive and take care of it.
What do they eat?
Little menagerie.
Well,
going.
they eat you, but
They eat
that's the
Wesley's
point.
duck.
Wait,
GM, you're not
yeah.
Oh, I apologize. My bad. They eat.
What did that guy just say? They eat me? What?
They eat.
Sir,
They
hey.
eat high protein and iron fluids. of
iron?
the
I
Reno
mean, I got
nature.
lots of like steel and stuff around. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Huh.
It just has to kind of hold on, so you know.
They're loving creatures. They like to snuggle.
Really?
Well,
They like to give face hugs.
They like to kiss. They're just cute. Wait, I'm not that dumb. All right. Forget the slugs. Forget all this stuff. Come. I take off. I grab my cheese fries and I'm out of here.
All right. While you guys are still shopping, going back to a question that Bill had asked previously about why upgrade the computer. Although there weren't a whole lot of real interesting options. I mean, there's a couple interesting options for features and whatnot. What you may want to look into is upgrading the tier itself, because I think you have a tier 1 data pad right now.
I think that's what I have, yeah.
All right. So the DC to hack that is 17. So if anyone decided to hack it and get into your system and start messing with your stuff, they would not really have to roll that high. I mean, even a bad hacker, if they have a good day, might be able to get into it.
Actually, hold on. I think I have a tier 2. Not that that's a whole lot better, but...
Tier 2 would be a DC 21 to hack into.
No, it's just a tier 1 computer, yeah.
So for every tier up, it's the DC goes up by 4 to hack into it.
Okay.
So it's something to consider.
Do the higher tier computers also give me more computer skill when I'm trying to hack into other things?
You'd think so, yeah.
You'd think so.
Just a defense.
No, it doesn't look like it actually. So that's all dependent upon the modules that you purchased that go on the computer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so really what the tier drives is how hard is it to get into your system at a
Got it.
base hack.
And what does it cost to upgrade a tier?
The difference in price. So like, say you have a tier 1 right now and you want to go to tier 2, it'd be 200 credits.
Okay.
Tier 3 is 1,250 credits, and then it jumps up to 5,000 at tier 4. But like the DC for a tier 4 computer is like 29 to hack into it.
So 1250 to take my tier 1 to a tier 3?
Oh no, if you're going from tier 1 to tier 3, it'd just be 1,200.
1200?
Yeah, the difference.
Okay. And what was that IM plant total?
The IN plants was, flipping back to it, 675 total. And that's for the eye replacement and for the HUD overlay data jack.
Okay, so 1875, and then 500 for the hollow. 2375. So that's what I've spent.
Yep, sounds about right.
Okay.
Is there anyone who didn't pick up a hollow skin?
This is an expensive stop.
I did not.
Okay.
Are you not going to, Billy?
I wasn't planning on it.
We're a little worried about showing up in Absalom Station and not.
Oh.
Several.
Yeah, we got people after us.
That's why we stopped, was to make sure we could disguise ourselves well as we went in.
And is this place equipped with a port that can modify our ship?
As a matter of fact, it is.
So
How do I change my wealth? My wealth won't.
When you change the items.
yeah, your wealth is what you currently are worth, not how much credits you have.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes.
credits is 0.
Yeah,
I thought.
because we weren't keeping track of it there.
Oh, where were we keeping track of it?
Well, we were. You just weren't.
Uh-oh, have we lost track of how much Cypher had? I know you guys, I know you had plenty of money. You can definitely afford what you had, so.
It
And
wasn't. It's not on my character sheet.
Should pull all of our money together and buy a regeneration table.
Um,
I'm in.
It's $45,000 credits.
Think of all the slugs I could grow with that.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I think what's funny is that you can make those slugs.
So yeah, we missed somehow the credits disappeared on your sheet. Or they weren't put in.
I like this idea.
So we'll figure it out, Bill, between sessions.
So what was it? A holograph?
Holoskin.
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 That one, that's pretty cheap. That was what, like 50 credits?
500.
Or
500.
500 credits. Oh, wow. That's not as cheap as I thought. But it is a
Is that
handy.
in the base thing or is that in the armory?
That should be in.
It's on page 220, I think.
Of the main guide.
Yep. Now, you guys, unless you've sold them, you may have a couple hollow skins in the inventory.
We had at least one. Steven
One,
had it.
one that I had from the bar fight way early on.
Yeah, I remember you guys had picked one up quite some time ago.
I don't remember any others though.
Yeah, I don't see anything
Oh,
here.
okay, no, never mind. You missed them in the modules, so
Oh, okay.
there were opportunities to pick up a couple hollow skins here and there, but you guys missed them along the way.
Oh, crap.
Don't tell us that after the fact.
Yeah, I know that's GM bad.
All right, we're gonna just revisit where we've been.
I mean, you also missed Excalibur, but I didn't want to rub that one in.
Okay, so I'll pick up a hollow skin then.
Only Drez or Switch could have used it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. For Armory, page 94, Bone, yes.
Instead of the necrograph undead arm bone.
You could have, here, let me pull it up real quick.
Why do I have two of them now?
Oh, there they are. Have the key: illusion, hallucination, healing, paralysis, and disease.
Paralysis slugs.
Bone Blade,
Healing slugs that I can slap on.
see what the special traits on it are. Or if it's just a weapon.
I have red.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oops.
Ooh. Bill might like those too, because they also count as operative weapons.
What's that?
Yeah.
Bone blades, or a biomechanical equivalent. So literally, it's a simple melee weapon that is grafted into your arms. It's very Wolverine-like.
Yeah, that's what I was going. It's basically a Wolverine. It's the, well, I guess it would be in like Wolverine at the end.
Yeah,
The single thing that comes out of his arms.
It becomes part of you. So like say it gets sundered and broken, it will heal over time.
Huh.
It'll grow back in 24 hours.
Yep, and it counts as an operative weapon.
But I wasn't looking to have an undead arm. I was just looking to have my arm modified so that I have a.
Yeah,
blade coming.
I'll say if you want Newell to build a biomechanical version of that for you, yeah, you can do that. I assume you're trying to avoid introducing necrotic flesh into your body.
Yes.
How do you feel about slug flesh?
How do you feel about slug flesh?
You're really
I
into
think it would suck.
You got me at a roll.
All right, looking for the price on those.
It's a Mark II, which is what I was gonna. It's 4,000.
Yeah,
The
you can do that.
the heavy version, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, the chart was above. I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was above the Blackheart part.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah, you can have Newell build that for you.
And are we able to sell some of the stuff that we have?
Yep. If you want to get rid of anything that's in your inventory, 10%
Like
value.
or-
Yeah, they're capable of supporting 10% of the value. So.
Okay, I'll total it in between. If anyone wants anything, pull it out of the crew inventory.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna stick with my current weapon. I'm actually not gonna use that Doshko because it is no full attack, no op attack. Unfortunately.
Okay.
And actually, I think we pulled.
So Steven, you can add into the crew inventory I think it's an advanced. Let me see. Oh,
I don't think we actually have grenades. Like, there's 2 shot grenades, one in here, but I was sure that we took those.
I thought we kept some.
I have 3 shot grenades.
I could use the shot grenades too, so don't need to sell those. I can definitely pick them up if nobody else needs them.
Alright, then take them. 2 shot grenade, 1.
So
What
where
was
do I
the-
put that eye implant? Does that just go under equipment?
Equipment. Alright, I'll total
What
that.
page was that on, Mike?
It's not on a page. I just kind of used the like replacing a limb guidelines for what I thought I would cost, but then the data jack part was on page 209.
What was the stuff that only
Or not the
Drez and I could
what
wear
was that
that
based
somebody
on?
was saying?
Oh,
Data
there was
jack.
that armor, that best overplate 2.
Oh, that's overplate. Did I look at that?
Yeah, it's under heavy armor.
To look at the other book.
It's level 8 plus 13 plus 15. Maximum dex bonus is plus 2. -3 armor check. -10 feet movement.
Oh, I didn't want to lose another 5 feet of movement.
That's kind of what I was, but I was thinking of maybe still taking it and then getting that enhancement that gives you plus 10 speed.
Oh, yeah.
The speed augmentation or the tendon augmentation or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, the lowest level is pretty affordable, and it would give me a plus 10, so it would offset that. Now I'd still have the higher armor check penalty, but it also has 3 upgrade spots, which is not bad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I'm kind of based on. I'm not as much of a tank. I'm kind of based on speed and movement. So I was really hesitant to take it.
I love it how you 2 melee people still think you're not tanks. It's so cute.
No, I
He's more
fully
tanky.
know
than I am.
well that I'm tanking.
Yeah, I can still take some, but I'm built. I'm supposed to be built more for speed and getting fast.
Like, with
Yeah, you're a blitz soldier.
If I could ever roll a decent freaking initiative.
Yeah, I went blitz too.
So, did everyone finish their shopping?
I'm still
Do we
thinking.
have to have Will make medicine checks to make sure we don't like lose
Die.
an eye when she implants this stuff?
First to make sure.
Yes.
You mean you can grow some test subjects?
Fortunately, I believe you guys. Actually, I'm not sure. Did you guys put in a medical bay? Was that your? I can't remember what you put in for your base.
No,
Yeah.
no, because she has an advanced med kit and it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you built the tech workshop for Wesley and the synth bay for Newell.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do it in your bunk. But yeah,
On the kitchen
Maybe
table.
We can rent
on the kitchen table.
Like,
Galley table.
Yeah, you walk in, she's got some kitchen knives and some of her medical tools pulled out, and you begin to wonder if maybe you should go back to the shop.
What's for dinner? Oh.
I love it. So, what do you think? There's Switch. Are you going to take that armor, or I'll take it if you don't want it?
Cool, Cypher.
Nice.
I'm thinking.
I have you so keen.
Steven?
Yeah.
That
You gonna
advanced
put that
go.
on my equipment, Mike?
Yeah, you have a spare eyeball.
So I'd be back to 6.
In a jar.
When you leave the room, you can hand the jar to Wesley and be like, I got my eye on you.
Keeping an eye on you, kid.
And after I get done messing with his eye, that's not the only thing he'll see.
If Newell installs his eye in me, do I get dark vision?
Wow,
So if
we're getting into some dark territory here.
Apparently lust for cheese.
No, this is like Kashi and the Sharingan. You know, it can be implanted.
Yeah.
Transplant.
Yeah, I actually don't see why not.
Blood types and see if you're a man. Oh wait, you're different species.
Yeah.
You're a different species, so it would probably take a pretty hefty medicine check or life science check. But you could try.
If your body rejects the implant.
Yeah, you may end up an eye patch wearing writer if it doesn't work, but
that would only increase the
See, and this is when Wesley comes back. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are addicted to this stuff now. You guys are gonna walk around and your faces aren't even gonna look like their own faces anymore. And he turns around and walks off.
Shut up, Wesley.
all right.
Shut up, Wesley.
So we'll go ahead and take care of those medicine checks. You still got some work to do and whatnot, but you retreat back to the Raza, and Newell sets up her area.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take care of Ryder first.
Please fail.
Please.
I just want you guys to learn a lesson here.
What do I have?
What does she need to do?
A medicine check to
Medicine.
implant the bio enhancement.
Yeah, and I can't help you on this because I'm on the table.
Yeah, you're knocked out.
He gives you a motivational speech before the surgery starts.
There you
All right.
go.
Motivational speech.
Oh no!
A 19
Oh,
is still
yeah.
good.
A 19 is still good.
You give the worst. So imagine. So
I'm
how
scared.
amazing
I'm on the table.
the apology that was given to your friends on Castrovel that changed that planet forever. This is the exact opposite. You get done, and Newell's hands are just shaking a little bit. You're like, why did he say that to me? That's like the last thing you should say to a surgeon before they cut into you. And I will never forgive you for what you called me.
I'm sorry. I'm on the table. I'm a little nervous right
You
now.
really doubt me so little or so much.
Yes, Michael, I did. I can't whisper you for some reason.
Okay.
Whew.
All right. So, fortunately, the surgery goes well, and after a couple hours, you wake up and you can't even tell. There's like no scars on your neck or anything, and the implant has been done.
I got good nanobots.
Yeah. So you feel the implant in your throat, and it's thought activated. So whenever you choose to turn it on.
Give us a try. Give us a little speech.
So Ryder tries to talk,
Awooga.
but what comes out of his mouth sounds like a very prissy young 8-year-old girl.
Oh.
Oh.
Adjust that a little bit.
You hear what the hell?
What the hell?
Oh dear God!
It's right up in here.
So you're like, oh, okay, let's access a different accent, and it just comes out the same voice, like, oh God, I sound like Mickey Mouse. Get him, guys! Oh no, this is horrible.
What's the matter, Ryder? I thought this stuff was supposed to work. See, that's exactly why you shouldn't put that stuff in your body.
Huh. Just takes a little getting used to.
You tried to go back to normal with your voice, but that altered voice continues to come out of your mouth.
It just takes a little getting used to.
All right, until you figure out what's wrong, Steven, you're going to be stuck with that voice, okay?
I figure out what's wrong.
Well, until someone figures out what's wrong, you're stuck with that voice.
So good. So good.
No, maybe you should take a look at this again.
I'll look at it again.
All right, give me a computer's check to scan it. Fortunately, this is where Ali has me at a disadvantage.
That's not the medicine.
So you do a scan, and it is operating as function, but you find a little bit of extra code that got slipped into it not too long ago. And it has a very distinct signature on the code that looks like something someone you know.
Oh, gracious. You might go step on a mouse's tail over there. Can we fix it?
Yeah, you can fix it. You can take out the code that your friend, the engineer, put in.
I didn't do nothing with it.
No, not you.
Right? He's next to go on the table, right?
Hilarious.
I mean, I'm doing eyes next.
No, it's not Cypher. It was mine.
Although it's funny if you think it's Cypher. Put this eyeball in backwards. He's going to see upside down.
Upside down.
All right, so yeah, you work with him for a little bit, and you take the malicious code out, and Ryder finds he can control his voice properly when all's said and done. Unless he botches his checks in the future, and there might be something left in there.
Very possible.
The speed augments are on page 211. It's the left column at the very top.
Oh, I didn't go far enough.
Okay, now go ahead and give me another medicine check for Cypher's installs
Well,
or
before
inputs.
you put that thing in me, I want to make sure that West
Cypher. How,
Oh.
that hurts
It's
my
like,
feelings.
Cypher, how long have you known me? Long enough.
long enough to know I better check this thing first.
All right, so you check the implant and it's good.
Oh, it's a cybernetics thing. It's not actual an armor thing.
Yeah, it's implants in your legs.
Oh, well, that should be pretty easy for me. I'm half machine anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
And that's another 19.
All right, so
Hell, that's probably already built in.
I was assisting with the procedure.
okay, with your new deep doctor voice,
Like, nurse,
scalpel.
You've got this, doctor. Done well.
All right, so after it's actually a pretty easy operation. You take like an ice cream scooper, and
Melon ball.
a melon ball. You hear this as it comes out, and install the new socket that attaches it to the skull, and place the eye in, and the new eye pops in, and it swirls around a little bit as it aligns itself.
So funny.
A melon ball.
Wesley's walking down the hall singing.
Third eye.
Cypher gets up off the table and he's like, "Come with me if you want to leave."
Oh, you got a modulator too.
Saracana.
Oh boy. That was funny.
Cool.
Okay,
We
so
were looking
Mike,
up-
will you put that on my equipment list?
yes,
for
I will.
exactly what that eye does.
Yep.
All right, cool. And then that gives like an extra +1 to my
Yep, it'll be +1
computers.
circumstance bonus, I believe.
How do I
Yep,
edit that?
+1 circumstance bonus to computer.
How do I?
So equipment, you hit the plus to add a new item, and
I'll just let you do it. Can't figure it out.
overlay.
I need to go in and level myself up anyway, so.
And then mods, +1 circumstance bonus. Let me spell bonus right, to computers.
All of you are hampered by this.
And your computers is 15 right now, so when I click out of this, it should go up to 16.
You know what I could do with 4 arms?
And yep, your computers went up to 16, so you got your bonus.
I'd have to.
Cool.
I'd have to get a whole new wardrobe. You know how expensive this wardrobe is?
Sir?
I know.
Alright, let me add a little note there so you know it's in the, it's a cyber eye.
Switch, if you want to just like put your old armor in the crew inventory, I'm gonna tally it all up and just do the 10% of all of it.
Sweet.
I'm going to do that speed enhancement too. Right?
Just going with the regular operating room.
Steven,
Right.
did you want me to add that Doshko to the crew inventory?
Yeah, if you have anything in your inventory that you just straight up want like sold, add it to the crew inventory. I'll just calculate it all up. Take anything out that you want also.
Yeah.
I'll give the total to Mike.
Alright. Any other purchases before you leave Zorbis?
I was doing the speed upgrade thing too, so we'll need to do rolls for that.
Oh, okay. You have Newell install those as well.
Just the first level.
Newell's turning into a regular bone saw for you guys.
I was gonna say, like, I got this professional.
Yeah, so she opens up your legs and pulls out the old bones, like chicken bones, just being stripped, and
Wesley walks by, sees
Opened up your legs and pulled out the old bone.
yeah, for the speed enhanced suspension.
Extra parts.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's just joints and tendons. So she realizes this and puts the bones back in.
We're only a couple extra parts.
You're gonna be a little sore when you wake up. Sorry about that.
Oh my goodness.
Mine's more of an engineering check, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, you probably need Wesley to run yours for you.
Or maybe both.
I mean, you can wait for Newell, or you can let Wesley do your upgrade for you.
She is a technomancer.
That is true. Yep, it is all within her realm.
And I got a healing skill that would work on him. That's about
So we need one more medicine check from Newell, please.
I unequipped it, and I think everything is good, but I'm not sure.
All right. So Drez's procedure was a little more extensive, but yeah. So you get your speed suspension installed, and you got the level 4 one, right?
Let me see.
I just got the
Yeah.
level 1. I went for the level 1.
Yep. You won't be able to get the level 8 here. They don't have what you need here on Zorbis. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
level 4. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone can afford the level 8 anyway. So
Yeah. So that's 1900.
yeah, 1900 and the plus 10 to your land speed.
Nice. 5163.
So my speed goes back up to 40.
32.
All right, going once, going twice, and off we go. With that, there are new purchases in hand, new body parts installed, upgrades and enhancements all around. Everyone feeling much better about themselves.
And did we
And
finish the
sorry, go
ship?
ahead.
Did we finish the ship to get
Oh,
the?
yes, you want to do the ship upgrade before you head back? Okay, that's fine. So yes, you can start using the Tier 6 version of the ship.
10.
Did that include the injection pod thing?
Hold on.
Did you spend the 5 BPU for the fusion?
It's 5 BPU for
The fusion module, yeah.
All right, so do we want to do that instead of the power core? Which I would probably say we probably should.
Yeah, you'll go back down to what is it, 190 power core if you don't upgrade that, which still leaves you 3.
Well, it's 200.
Oh, okay, so 13. That's plenty.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the silence as a yes. So we will put the infusion module in and not the pulse.
Yep. All right. So what we'll say to start with, you have 5 of the cold iron shells, and you have 4 of the illusion shells to start with. For those who weren't online, so the final design for what Wesley has come up with is it's a fusion shell that gets built into the ship. And then what he can do is introduce situational modifiers to the ship. So, like for example, if he focuses the fusion cell on like defenses, and then throws in one of the cold iron shells, he can give the ship like a DR or against things like Fey, undead, and fiends. Or if he like restructures or repoints the system at weapons, he can give you the temporary trait like to bypass their damage reduction with the cold iron items. Or like the illusion shell, he can throw it in and for a certain amount of time make the ship look like something else altogether. So, and these all, it takes a round for him to repoint the system and whatnot, and they only last for so long. Like obviously the defenses would last for a whole battle. Like if you used it for an attack, it would be so many shots. Illusion would be, we'd have to figure out how we're going to do time for it. I'm thinking seconds, because that would be very dramatic. I don't think you guys would go for that, but we'll negotiate it.
Like, I don't know how illusion would work if it's just for seconds.
For a moment there, it looked like something else altogether. Yeah, it'd probably be hours.
That would be like a very large invisibility.
I think hours would probably be a good dramatic amount of time. So it's not like you can like set the illusion and leave it in space dock and it'll stay like that forever. But
Yeah.
not so quick that you go through a single type of encounter and the illusion would disappear. We'll see. We'll play with it.
The plan that I have,
Or different ones that work differently.
if anyone wants to, maybe you just have different length ones also, like depending on how much was spent, like a shell 1, a shell 2.
That's a good idea.
But I'll assume these are all shell 1s, and so here's the plan, or at least a plan. You guys tell me if you want to change any bits of it. I say we send us encrypted message to Crispix, again, just Crispix, to tell him that we're on our way, and if he can help set up some like fake credentials for us to dock with, and we'll disguise our ship and ourselves to get in to meet with him.
Okay. So I assume you probably want to have your local slicer take care of an encrypted message for you.
We're encrypting it, so hopefully only he gets it. And obviously things can go wrong, but
All right. So Bill, if you want to give us a computers check to properly encrypt
and
All right.
a SHA 2 million encrypted.
Noah wanted to help.
Okay. So you have the assist there. Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't see it. All right, so 34 is your final result. All right, so and I'll decide over here. If anyone intercepts and tries to hack, they need to beat a 34. So now I'm going to make a hidden roll over here. There are people watching for you. So maybe, okay.
Did you just roll a real die?
Yeah, I did.
Did you just roll a real die?
So awesome.
That's what people in Australia don't know what's going on.
Yeah, when they throw
So-
dice in down under, do they roll the other way? Like water?
So the idea was that we sent him like schematics for what illusion ship we will make as we get closer to Absalom, and we will try to identify ourselves as that ship and dock.
Yep. Yeah, so you send them the specs for the Jaja, what you imagine the Jaja will really look like, and Captain Gabor and his stalwart and fantastic crew. And as far as you can tell, the message got there successfully. It'll take some time to wait for a response. Much shorter amount of time if you hit the drift and head back to Absalom Station. Fortunately, navigating to Absalom Station is probably the easiest thing you could ever do in space. So if whoever is sitting in the pilot seat would like to give me a navigation check.
I'll let Switch take over.
All right. I'm feeling a little spry and brand new.
I don't know if you had gotten on the last one. Bill rolled. He accidentally ripped a small hole in the drift.
Yeah, I
Something
remember
about-
hearing that.
Something about the space-time continuum. I don't know.
Rookies.
Fortunately, this is just a roll to get, like I said, get back to Absalom Station. And 2 hours later, you suddenly drop out of drift space and find yourself hovering just outside of the perimeter of the Armada, as the incredible Absalom Station floats there in the distance ahead of you. Immediately. So okay, yeah. So you put in your you try out your new illusion skin.
Yep.
Or illusion shell. All right, so Mike, go ahead and describe for me how the Jaja looks. Oh, did we lose Michael? No. Okay, who would like to step up and describe how the Jaja looks?
For Michael? For Wesley?
Yep.
Like a little schoolgirl.
No,
Not him. The ship.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the hollows.
Little school bus.
But that's gonna stick now too. So we're gonna go with that.
it's
The magic
fabulous.
school bus.
Too much magic bus. I'm on the magic bus. I thought you were talking about the hollow skin. Sorry.
Oh no, we haven't got that far yet. But I like your idea. We're gonna go with that.
So there is this big circle rotating thing, which is where the thrusters are, and there are these like two trailing braids.
Oh
So it
look,
looks
it's the Sailor
like
Moon.
a tiara, that's kind of like circling about the ship.
So the Jaja, in all its fabulous glory.
Raza.
Oh, well, but you're in disguise right now as the Jaja.
I thought we left that place.
Oh, we're
Well,
still
no one
there.
had another name, so I just threw it in. I kept going with it. Um, up here, you know, so you fly past the Armada. You get the usual hail and call from the stewards patrolling the area, and pass them your credentials. And with no difficulty do they actually go through, and you immediately suspect that your message got through to Chiskisk. With that, you find yourself going back to a familiar place.
All right, my hollow skin is on. I am a
As you find yourself docking back at where it all started a few weeks ago at Docking Bay 94.